Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new and this is the first time you are seeing my face, I am Isha, and on this channel I like to do books, Disney, hauls, and home. But today I am doing a video that I really love to watch other people's videos, and that's what I got my kids for Christmas. So little twist on it because they are, yes, still my kids. However, they are teen to young adult. My youngest is 18 and my oldest is 21. So if you're like me and you're watching all these other videos and everybody's doing videos on younger kids, things to get, check this one out for some ideas for teens. However, I will point out my kids have some really particular taste. um so what I would say is, if you do see something you like, I mean, obviously you could put your own little twist on it. I guess that's what you have to do with teens and young adults at this point. You gotta lean into their interests. If you want to see what I got, come on in. Okay, I am going to jump right in because I have a lot of things and I gotta get this going. However, I will start with my oldest because her things are close to me. I will let you know she is 21 years old. She is a K-pop lover. They both are, actually. So they like K-pop music, BTS, Rise, P1 Harmony. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And it has been this way for years now, so I don't think I'm getting rid of this, which is fine. So they normally ask for like merch, vinyls, the albums, because they come with photo cards. So I don't really have a lot of the album photo cards yet. I am going to grab a couple of those. I do not have, however, she also loves Spider-Man, Transformers. We are a huge Disney, so I don't have any of her like Disney princess things here. I think those would be in the stocking stuffer video. But she has a lot of fandom. So Stitch is a big one, and she loves the color pink. So you will see those things that I mentioned going into this. Okay, let's jump in. And since this one is right in front of me, let's do that one first. Okay, so was on a trip and I was in Burlington and I saw this and she was with me. So I had her sister keep her busy because I was like, this has to happen. So ginormous Bumblebee right out the gate. She has a huge Funko Pop collection, but not just Disney, like superheroes, Transformers, a lot of things, Stranger Things, a lot of things. And they're taking up like a lot of space on her wall. So I really honestly don't know where she's gonna put this, but I really felt like she's going to love it. So that is $14.99, and I really felt like for that price, like for this, and I checked online and I did see like what they were going for, and it was pretty a lot more expensive than this, what places and people were selling it for. So we grabbed that. Music, like I said, my kids are really into K-pop, but if you have a young adult who's really into music, their favorite artists, they already have the vinyl record player. So every year now I get vinyls, whichever ones they ask for. So this is one she asked for, and this one is I want to say P1 Harmony, I believe. Yeah, K-pop. They're really into this. They went to their second their second K-pop concert. They saw BTS and they went to see Rise, I believe, in New York about last month, I believe. So she's into that. Clothes. Clothes. So like I said, her favorite color is pink. So I grabbed this and I hope it is showing. It's very bright. So it says Just a Girl. I don't know why it's showing like that, but it says Just a Girl, and it's so soft, a very pretty light pink color. And I grabbed this from Burlington for $10.99. So sweaters, we have pretty harsh winters, so they do sweaters, a lot of hoodies, stuff like that. So thought those would be cute. She's into Juicy Couture, so I grabbed these for her. Nice house slippers. These were also from Burlington, and they were, and I thought this was really cool because the JC are also her initials, so I think it's part of her obsession with it also. She doesn't say that, but I think so. And these were $14.99. So again, not a bad price at all. She asked for these, so I do have them do like Elfster. We use Elfster for the past couple years, and they just give me a lot of ideas, and then they tell me like I have free range to just go through and pick what I want or what I can find. And then if there is something that they really, really want, they'll put in a note like most wanted or like really want this in this color. So she wanted these, and they're waffle pants. So see that material, and they feel really soft also, but wide leg because apparently that is back in. Wide leg. And these were from Victoria's Secret. So this is the brand Pink. I normally get them like a pink sweatsuit every year or something like that. So I didn't go like full sweatsuit because she wanted these pants, but I found the pants, and then I do think they have a shirt to it. I'm going to go back and check to see, because I mean, aside from something cream or off-white, there's not much that I think she can pair that with to wear it as a set. Then I grabbed her these for her bed. Just a nice sheet set, and I thought the print was super cute. So after Christmas, they both are really looking into changing up their room. I guess the color that's on the wall and decorating a little different. So I grabbed these for her. I am going to grab a set of the silk pillowcases, which will probably go in her stocking. They'll probably lean more to the pink. Like I said, pink is her favorite color. So I'll probably lean more towards the pink and put that in her stocking. Phone accessories. Ideal wise, you can do I guess like the chains, or the chains that hang from the phones. Now here you are going to see a phone case. So this one is from Casetify. So both of my girls have iPhones. I thought this box was really cute, and I was like, yeah, I could just use it in this box. Really cute case, folds in. However, I got a phone case for each of them and only one box, so whatever. But it did come in this nice cute little envelope. Again, this is leaning towards what she's into, but like I said, take it, put your twist on it. Phone case of your kid's favorite band or fandom or favorite color, anything like that. So this is just a phone case, and it is a Rise phone case. I guess Apple, or Casetify, sorry, did a little collaboration and had a couple of designs for phone cases, and even for the what are they called? The earbuds, the Apple earbuds. I never really remember the correct word for those things. Can you tell I'm not an Apple girl? Like, I never really know. Okay, moving right along through hers, I grabbed her this because as a Spider-Man girly, I saw this in box lunch and I thought, she's gonna need that. Like, this is super cute. I love that it is a nice jean material, and I just thought the heart shaped, thought it was very girly but still superhero vibes, and it is a lounge fly. Got it from box lunch, and the hooks are on the side, so straps are inside. I have not opened it, so I don't know. Oh, it is super cute. I'm just saying I haven't opened it, so I don't know what the print is, but it is cute. Let's take this out real quick. You see that? So cute, right? And there's a slip pocket, pretty big one. I'm gonna stick my whole hand and it goes down all the way, which is really cool. And then here's the strap. Black strap, and then it's got the webs on it. So cute. I thought this was adorable. I know she's gonna love it. Like I said, if it's Spider-Man, Stitch, there's so many. She loves so many fandoms, but definitely Spider-Man or Stitch, you can't miss. So this originally was $69.90, but yeah, I never pay full price for things at box lunch, never. So if it didn't go on sale, I was going to use my 25% off coupon. However, around Black Friday, it went down to like $35 and some change. So for that price, can't beat it. Box lunch, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so thanks to the besties again. I gave them a shout out in my last video. My daughter kept saying that she wanted a Labubu, and I'm like, I thought you didn't like those. But she's like, no, I do. I've seen people taking them and turning them into like Bratz Labubus. And then so at first I thought she didn't want it, and I was like, okay, great. Now I have a Labubu. What am I gonna do with it? And then she's like, no, I wanted one. I want to turn it into a Bratz. And I was like, how are you gonna? Again, one of the things I forgot to tell you, she's very crafty. So she makes her own t-shirts, she makes her own handbags, she makes her own phone cases. Like, she does a lot of crafty things, keychains, all of that stuff. So I mean, if she says she's gonna make it into a Bratz thing, I mean, okay, go ahead, go for it. I believe you. So this is the Labubu. She's gonna get the big energy one, and these are the colors. And I don't know, this one is showing up really, really bright, and my camera does not like these colors. Okay, so I'm going to give her that. We were in Walmart one day, and you will see this twice because both of them have this. So last year I gave them full body size Sabrina Carpenter Mist. I believe I gave them different ones for them to see which ones they liked, and they both decided that this is the one they liked. So we saw these sets in Walmart, and they were, I believe, $29.99, and they both pointed out the same ones that they want that. So that is what this is. So you get the roller, the perfume, and the lotion. And honestly, for $29.99, I mean, you can't beat that. And this is the Caramel Dream, which, I mean, that is a steal for that price to me, because I think the bottle alone, I seen somewhere else a smaller size was over $30. So I thought that was good. So going into pretty much a few of these things I showed you are actually on her list. Like I said, they give me kind of free range to, pick what I want. But these were on her list, and I was considering grabbing 2 more, but I'm not sure. So she wanted these. Like I said, she loves Stitch. So I guess on this one, these are blind boxes. So these are the ones you can get. And she has a few that she wants. I don't remember right now off the top of my head which one she wants. And then this one, where these, I thought those were cool. So I grabbed, they're $29.99. So for $30 a piece, I was like, I'm not gonna get too many of these. So I think around Black Friday, I went and the store, like this Miniso, was like 15% off, which is not a lot at all. Especially for Black Friday. Black Friday is just not done the way it used to be done, but 15%, okay, whatever. So I got one of each. Like I said, I am considering if I'm gonna grab one more of this, one more of this. I don't know right now. We will see. We will see. But I was just so like, $30? It's a little pricey. Her other 2 things, I thought I unwrapped them, but apparently I did not. So she had this already before, and a shelf in her room fell, and it fell on it and broke it. She was pretty upset, and then we couldn't find any more for a while, but I was able to find one recently. So this is a lamp. I can't get the whole thing in there, but you see it. This is a lamp, and it's flower, which is pretty cute. And again, I was happy that I was able to find a pink one. I don't think her other one was pink, but I was able to find this at TJ Maxx, and it was $20. I asked if there was a reason it was marked down, just to make sure nothing was broken and everything worked. And they said, yeah, probably just because it had been there for a while. So her room is majority pink, gold, and white. So I know this will fit. I know she'll be happy to have another one of those. Other thing that I got for her, this is the last thing for her that I have with me while I'm opening this. I will tell you the things I am going to grab, and then she will be done. I believe I am going to grab light bulbs for that and put it in the box with it together so she can use it immediately. So I'm going to do that. She wanted like Goose Creek, which is in Walmart. Goose Creek also has their own website, but it's in Walmart, where they had strawberry shortcake candles, themed candles. They have like the sweets, the snacks, like the zebra cake, the oatmeal pie, the Nutty Buddy bar, those kind of candles. And she really likes candles that smell like food, and she's wanted for so long that strawberry shortcake candle. So I did order those off of the site on Black Friday. They're originally they were like 20 something originally. It was $630 something. That's a sale. Okay, so I got her one of those, the strawberry shortcake, and I got IHOP, which she loves IHOP for some weird reason. So they had like a milkshake flavored IHOP one, so I got that. So those are coming for her. I do want to look for a top for that sweatsuit, and I'm gonna grab her maybe 1 or 2 more albums off of her list that she sent. So hence for the candles, I grabbed this. And now I went originally candle warmer in TJ Maxx to get a candle warmer, and I looked up and saw the lamp because I had been looking and hadn't found one. So I was really happy when I did find it. So this one is the brand Cupcakes and Cashmere, which is such a good brand. They do blankets and everything there. Everything's tumbling over. So $24.99. And then again, still the gold. So I felt like these would go in her room great together. So I feel like definitely with a young adult or a teen, like accessorize things they already have is a good way to go normally. So that is what I am doing with her. Now we're gonna move things over, and we are going to go into my youngest. So I will start off by telling you, I'm just pulling things over closer to me. My youngest, oh, sorry. So one of the things I'm going to show you for my youngest, I am also ordering for my oldest, but she wants Lucas. I will put a picture here. That has to be ordered off of the site because apparently in my stores there are none. I was surprised that I stumbled upon the one that I have now, but she was getting that also. My youngest is 18, also a Disney lover. She's obsessed with Rapunzel. She loves Wally. Her favorite movie is Luca. We're a Disney family. Her other huge fandom that she loves, aside from K-pop, because she also loves K-pop. That's something they literally click on. She loves Snoopy. So I noticed that a lot of the things that I got are Snoopy themed, but that'll be fine. She'll love that because we went in Marshall's and she saw a couple things and she was just, Mom, grab this. Mom, I'll turn my head. I won't look. I won't look. I'm like, I'm not grabbing that while you're here with me right now. So luckily I did go back and they were there, so I grabbed them. But Snoopy, she likes to be comfy, cozy. She was my preemie, so she deals with ADHD, some pretty severe anxiety at times. So I like to gear to things that she's really, really into, things she can fidget with, things that can help with these things or assist or, things for her to do. So that's what you will see in some of these things. So we will start with this giant thing, which I don't think is going to fit, but so this, just to show you the whole thing. So whole watch. Okay. So this is apparently meant to be a wall clock. And she saw this and she literally went nuts in Marshall's. And she's like, Mom, I need it. I'm like, you don't need it. She said she needs everything. She didn't need this, but it was cute. It was $24.99. So I was like, you know what? It's Christmas. I go back and it was still there. So I grabbed it for her. Which she's going to freak out. She's going to love that. I grabbed this because I thought this was really cool. Again, to accessorize her room, but still in a fun, playful way, I guess. So this is an ultrasonic diffuser. And there's the whole, and the essential oils will diffuse out of there. So I believe, yes, this was $19.99. And when I saw this, I thought this was super cute. So I know this is something she's really going to be into. So this is the one where I said, just like my older daughter, she got the same set. However, I was able to only buy one at a time because the store I was in, they were literally gone. They had other scents like for different people and those were still there, but the Sabrina one was gone in one store. Luckily, I went to another Walmart, and I was able to grab another one. This. She has been saying that she wants a clock, like a sunrise clock. And I seen some online, a Snoopy one that I had been having in my Walmart cart. So I didn't think like this was going to be something that she necessarily would keep thinking about, which she mentioned it a while ago. And so then she tells me, she comes send me, look on your Instagram. I sent you something, and then it's a Snoopy sunrise clock. And she's like, I didn't even know they had these, but if you give me the clock, I want that one. So I was like, okay. And I was in Marshall's, and they had it for $16.99. So Snoopy it is. Snoopy it is. Again, something to go in her room, something that I know she's going to use. So that'd be great. With her though, like I said, she has some anxiety, so she didn't really give me a full-on list. I think she put maybe like 3 things in her ouster, and I'm like, what are we doing here? I need like a list. And she's like, oh, you know what I like? You know what I like? You know I love Snoopy. I like Disney stuff, Rapunzel stuff. You know what I like? Just get what I like. And I'm like, okay. All right. So with her, I had a little bit more free range, I guess. But this was one of the things that she did send me a picture of saying she wanted. And it's this Snoopy bag. Thought this was really cute. I was happy when it came and I realized, I was trying to see what it says. It says Bagoo. Bagoo. Let me show it to you this way, the right way. It's from Urban Outfitters. I was surprised when it came and it was this big because you can't tell that it looks that big online. So, however, because this was from Urban Outfitters, this was a $56 bag. Again, it was on sale. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but I think it was $40 or a little under 40 because $56, I mean, can you hear that? It's literally nylon. So no $56. But I thought that would be cool. And she's normally the one that runs out of the house without a purse, without a wallet, and anything like that. So something big that she can just throw a lot of things in works for her. Like I said, we love Disney, so she's been talking about, she hasn't seen it yet, but talking about seeing the Zootopia movie. She likes Zootopia. She wants to see Zootopia too. So I saw that these came out, and these were in mini sew, and these are blind boxes. So when I went to get her sister's Stitch things, I saw these, and so I grabbed her one of these. So again, not anything she asked for, but her interest. I know that she likes Zootopia, and they like things like these blind bags, blind boxes, and like I said, they make things so if they don't have a charm to hang, they make them, they hang them from their bags and everything. So I think she will like this. This is something she didn't put on a list, but she's always mentioning it every time we see one, every time we pass one. She's like, oh, hey, I want this. You still didn't get me this. Oh, hey, I want this. She's not a person who's really into soda or juice. She will constantly always choose water, which is a good thing because, I mean, I can't stay away from my Coca-Cola, but she will always choose water if she can. So she wanted a circle. So I got her this pretty one. Sorry, the light is crazy. So it's got this pretty leopard print, and it is, am I doing that right? Lift up so it can be held like this. And I guess so this is a 26 ounce, so I was gonna get her a different one, but the other one I was gonna get was only a 32 ounce, and I felt like it was like really big, and I'm like, why do you want to carry such a big water bottle? So I went with this one. I am going to grab her 2 or 3 flavors. She does tend to lean, she likes blueberry, and I know they have like a blueberry and then a berry pack. So I'm gonna get 2 blueberry flavored ones and then something else to get her a little surprise one, something that she probably wouldn't get herself, and see if she likes that. And going to put that with this, maybe in like a box or a bag or something, just so I can put them all together. This was on her list, and this is just like a baby doll top. So clothes, big one for young adults. I mean, they probably wouldn't like you to just free range shop for them, but if they send you a picture of something that they want, is probably obviously go with that because it's something you know they'll wear. So I like how this is cinched here. This was from Hollister, so yes, a little pricey. No, I did not pay the $50 that it says here because we are not doing that. This was on sale. Hollister's clothes do tend to go on sale a lot, so this was a really good price, and I had it in my cart and I watched it, went down to it. Another thing both of my girls are into, they kind of like the same things, or F1 racing. If you saw what I got my kids for Christmas last year, you can tell they're definitely into F1 racing. If you have not watched that one, go back and watch that one as well if you want some more ideas, because like I said, the things they're into can kind of go for boy or girl. But yeah, check that one out too. So because of the F1 racing, she saw that they had Lando merch and Hollister, and Lando Norris is one of her favorite F1 drivers, so her sister pulled me aside and was like, hey, have you seen this? They have this at Hollister. They also love hockey, so there is a nice looking hockey style, let's say, hockey style jersey, but it's a McLaren, and it's Lando Norris. So I was able to grab this for her. However, when it did come in, it came in, so the original price, was $59.95. I think this one went down to like $43, I believe. When it came in, I got her an extra small. She's pretty petite. However, I got an extra small because I figured these were men's, and I figured, oh, it's gonna drown her if I get her regular medium, like I get the rest of her clothes in. But then the extra small looked a little too small, and I know, like, especially with their hockey jerseys, and their F1 gear, they like to wear it big and baggy. So went back. I got it online, but I took it in the store, and they were able to exchange the size in the store, which is very helpful. I love that stores can do that. So I was able to do that, so that was good. Last couple of things. Okay, so this is her phone case from Casetify, and it is the group I was talking about, the K-pop group Rise, and that is this one. I believe they don't have the same phone. I think one has a model higher than the other. Don't even get me to telling the stories. Like I said, I'm not an Apple person, so I don't really remember. But yeah, she wanted that one, so I got that. This was the other thing that we saw that day in Marshall's, where she was like, oh my God, get me that. I'll turn my head. And I'm like, no. So then when I went back, I didn't see them where they originally were at first, and I had to kind of hunt for them, but I was able to find it. She, like I said, she's big on water, but other food wise, hot sauce. She loves hot sauce. Like, she'll put hot sauce on everything. It's a bit much, but she saw this and she went nuts. I was like, girl, the things that excite you is ridiculous. But like, I have those kids where, and I guess it's me because I'm still big kid at heart. Like, my kids just, they're 21 and 18, but they're not your average 21 and 18, you know? Like, she was so excited when she saw this. It was crazy. So this is $10. So definitely gonna wrap this. I mean, what do? You gotta lean into what they're into, and she's gonna be so happy. That'd probably be her favorite thing. Um, Black Friday, I saw a TikTok about a girl saying like she went to Walmart and got this big surprise blind bag. Snoopy, there was Snoopy, there was Stitch, I think Nightmare Before Christmas, and something else. And I was like, I didn't see those in my store. And they were only $15. I was like, I didn't see those. I went back and then they did have them like in, what is a weird, and then the app says aisle Z1. I'm like, what is that? The lady's like, oh, it's all the way in the front of the store. Because, yeah, of course we'd start Z in the front of the store at Walmart. Okay. So, and apparently it's like when you walk in, those aisles right there. And that's where I found it. And it was only 3 left. So, it's a big, it says, I'm sorry, biggest blind bag. So, for teens, blind bags are definitely all the rage. They love it. So I felt like this would be great for her. She would love this. So there's 8 different surprises. Again, a fun thing to do Christmas morning. She can open this up. So like she'll have a blast with that. I was going to go back and look for a Stitch one, look for the Stitch one for my other daughter. And I was like, you know, it's either that or I grabbed 2 more of those, the other ones I showed you. So I don't know. Now, this was one of the first things I bought for her because I think every time there's like a holiday or her birthday's in the summer, so I never get it there, and then I say I'm gonna get it for Christmas and I haven't. But the Comfort brand that you may have heard of, I guess how they make the heavy sweatshirts, they make blankets, apparently now they make pajamas and everything, and it's supposed to help with anxiety. Like their sweatshirts are weighted, like weighted blankets, weighted sweatsuits, stuff like that. I've always say I want to get her one. I think that she'll really benefit and she'd really love that. So I was able to grab her one, and I got this color. And I think this one will be really cool. It has the zipper here, and it's so thick. There's a zipper. It's so thick. It feels so soft as well, and heavy, very heavy. And here's the brand. I always want to say Comfort, like spelled away, but there's no O at the end of the fort. So I did get this for her, and I was happy I was able to get it. Again, I was kept checking the website, and I got this one in a small. Because I guess it says they run big, so I grabbed a small, and you know you want it to fit snug because it's weighted. I want to say I paid $29.99 for this, or maybe 30 something. I'm not sure. If I can find it, I'll put it on the screen, but it was a lot cheaper than it normally was, and I was like really considering like, wow, why didn't you just get the pants too? And I probably should have. But I don't know. So I think maybe I'll go with this and see how she likes this. And if she does like it and she's interested in getting the whole sweatsuit, then I'll get the pants. We did it. We did it. Last thing. Okay. So this is the thing that she was like searching Walmart for. She was so upset that our Walmart didn't have it. And I seen one of my besties had them. And I was like, hey, can you look out in your Walmart for me if you've seen these? And so she said, yeah, definitely. And then I was in Walmart a couple days ago, and they only had 2, but one of the ones that she wanted. So, Demogorgon Care Bear. They love Care Bears already. They have like little bag charms and stuff like that. But they're also into Stranger Things. And if you were a Stranger Things fan, you know Stranger Things came back on. We'll be returning on Christmas. So they came out with these Stranger Things Care Bears. And I didn't even know these existed, but she did apparently. So cool. So these are the ones you can get. This is that one, the Demogorgon. Comes in 11. Which one? This one is Dustin. I know that for sure. This one is Dustin. This one is Lucas. So this one must be Will. Yes, this one is Will, Dustin, Mike, and Lucas. Yes. Yep. I did that right. I was like, wait, what? I did that right. Okay, so this was only $15, and I honestly expected it to be a little more, but I'm kind of glad it wasn't. So happy I was able to get this. So her sister wants Lucas, and the other one she wants is Mike. So I had to order that one. It was like a pre-order thing on Walmart because they had already sold out. So I will get her Mike, and then I will see. I like to count the gifts, see how many they have. So I don't do it by money. I just make sure they have the same amount of gifts, and then I go from there. But right now they are pretty even with the things that I do have already ordered have coming in. So they are pretty even. Not that they care about that, but I do our Disney tree in our dining room, and then I do a tree in our living room. So I like to put a certain amount of gifts under one tree, and then we eat breakfast, and then we go to tree number 2. It's how we've been doing it. And they like it that way because they open stuff, and then we take a break and they go through their stuff and we eat, and then they go to their stockings and they open the rest of the presents. So that has been working for us. So they really like that. yeah, guys, that is all. Like I said, the only other thing I am grabbing her is the mic. She did mention wanting a CD player, and I'm like, you want a CD player? But they like K-pop, and I guess the albums they buy for the photo cards come with CDs, and now they both have vinyl record players. So I'm like, you don't even listen to all those albums. You're buying those for the pictures because you don't have a CD player. So she's like, I want a CD player. So I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna find her a CD player. I've been watching a couple that are in my carts on Amazon. It's just the reviews say that like they've been burning out. So I want to make sure I get a good one, not necessarily boombox style, just a CD player, and maybe one of the albums or a vinyl, either another album or a vinyl, and then they will be done. I mean, yeah, I should be done. I should be done. Like I said, I hope this gave you some great ideas. Like I said, some of this stuff, girl or boy, preteen, young teen, all the way up to young adult, it all works. I think the other idea gift that is not in here, it's not for my girls, that I'm getting for my nephew. If you have a boy, he's 18. He asked for the PlayStation annual membership, so I guess so they could play online, and I think that's like $60 or something, and that seems to be pretty popular because the year before my other cousin was 17, he asked for the same thing. So that seems to be something pretty popular. And like for my daughter, I normally get she has a Switch, I normally get the Switch annual membership for her, and that goes in her stocking, so you'll probably see that in my stocking video. But yeah, video games still pretty popular. Hope you like this, guys. Sorry it was such a long one, but again, I hope it was useful. If you have any questions or something that I got, I would love to say that I'm going to list them all, but I'm probably not. So if you have a question about something that I got, let me know, and I'll message you back. I'll hook you up. Like this video, guys. Share this video. Again, this video was just to give like gift guide ideas, not to brag, not to say you have to buy these things, because in no way do you have to. No. Absolutely not. But it was just to give you gift guide ideas. Like I said, I like watching these videos, so maybe you do too, you know? Thank you again. Like, subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you here. See ya.